Hi guys, my name is Claudia and I'm gonna be guiding you through this sequence. So today we are going to be focusing on the spine. It's a vital part of the body that we often neglect. We, especially in this time that we live in, usually spend a lot of time sitting over a desk or sitting over our phones and hunching down. And today I really want to focus on creating beautiful waves in the spine and creating a strong and healthy spine for the body to live with. So I want us to come onto the mat and start in a seated position, so sitting cross-legged, trying to root down through the sacrum all the way into the floor, feeling your spine getting tall and noticing how the head is floating softly on top of the last vertebrae. Taking a few inhales in through the nose and out through the mouth. You can place the palms onto the knees and breathe in deeply into the belly. And when you inhale, try and notice how that spine is growing taller. And exhale, 2 more. Very good. So I want us to start with doing some nice spinal rotations to gently warm up the spine. So interlace the palms except for the index fingers and reach the palms above the head, drawing a nice arrow. We're going to start to draw circles here with that arrow that you created with the index fingers. And now you're going to allow the spine to roll in the same direction as that arrow. So start by drawing a circle in front of you, letting that spine roll along with the direction that the palms are going. Out to the left, to the top of the mat, out to the right, to the back of the mat, out to the left, top of the mat, out to the right and to the back. Doing it very slowly, noticing how the vertebrae is going out to the sides, to the back and to the front. Small circles. And now let's go in the opposite directions. For 2 more breaths. And go to the middle, bend the elbows and place the palms to the back of the head. And take a nice big inhale, finding back to that neutral spine, slightly tucking the tailbone under. Take another deep breath. And as you exhale, draw the right elbow to the back of the mat, twisting the torso over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left elbow goes to the back of the mat, twisting to the left from the torso. And exhale, twisting, really feeling how you're twisting from the middle of the body to get a nice spinal movement. Inhale to the center. And exhale, letting go. Place the palms onto the knees. We're going to do a few rounds of our seated cat and cow. So placing the palms here firmly onto the knees. As you inhale, you're going to draw the chest closer to the top of the mat and tilt the pelvis to create the arch here in the back. So inhale, drawing that chest to the top, tilting the pelvis. And exhale, pushing away from those knees with the palms curling into the upper back, chin down to the chest, tucking that tailbone strongly under. Inhale, open, tilt the pelvis, Opening up the chest bone to the sky, and exhale, drawing it back, curling that spine, chin to chest. Allowing those shoulders to reach up to the ears to get that curl onto the back. 2 more. And inhale back to center. And exhale, letting go, taking 2 breaths, re-neutralizing the spine. You can slightly tuck the tailbone under to find your neutral spine. Resting down the shoulders. Very good. Now we're going to continue on with a beautiful spine mobilizer. I'm just going to turn towards you guys, and you can stay with your knees pointing to the top of the mat. I want to show you guys the direction of the knees. So we're going to start by dropping the feet over to the left side. So you're dropping the feet over to the left side, and the knees are pointing over to the right. Take a big inhale and reach the palms to the sky. And as you exhale, start to twist over to the right side. Place the fingertips into the floor. Use that strength of those fingertips pressing down to get an even deeper twist onto the body. So you're twisting over to the right side, looking over the right shoulder. Taking 1 full breath. And exhale, letting go. Now inhale, reach back into the center, palms are going up. And exhale, place down the left palm into the floor. Let the right palm hover above the head, stretching all the way. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist over to the right, placing down the palms and exhaling. Inhale. Let's create a flow. Three more. And exhale, placing down the left palm, this time to stay, taking a full breath. Now you're gonna squeeze into the glutes, push the left palm into the floor, lifting away the hips from the mat, squeezing into the glutes, gazing over the right armpit. We're gonna take 4 full breaths, really squeezing to keep the hips nice and open, reaching the right palm all the way over to the left side. 2 more breaths. And exhale, letting go. Very good. Now we're gonna continue on to the opposite sides. I'm gonna switch back so I'm in the same direction as you guys. This time you're gonna place the feet over to the right side of the mat. The knees are facing the left side of the mat. Take a big inhale, reaching the palms to the sky. And exhale, twist the torso over to the left side. Strong fingertips into the floor, getting that nice spinal twist. Looking over the left shoulder. 1 full breath. Now inhale, reach back into center. And exhale, placing down the right palm, stretching the left palm over the head, looking to the left armpit. Inhale, center. Exhale, twisting to the left, getting that spinal twist. Full breath. And exhale out. Inhale to center, creating your flow. Three more. And this time, placing down the right palm into the floor, using it to push away the mat, squeezing the glutes, lifting those hips, reaching the left palm all the way over to the right side, feeling how that left side is opening up, taking 4 more breaths. Exhale, letting go. Very good. Place the feet here in front of you and cross the legs one more time. We're gonna roll all the way on into our tabletop, lifting the palms with an inhale. And exhale, let's roll onto the knees, onto the palms in our tabletop. We're not gonna stay here for long. So take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, gently push the hips back into the heels. Inhale, start to roll to the top of the mat, sinking down the feet, sinking down the hips and the pelvis into the floor with a big inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips back down into the heels. Inhale to the top of the mat. And exhale, back down into the heels. Inhale, push that pelvis forward, squeezing the glutes. Exhale back, remembering to squeeze the glutes to protect the lower back. Two more rounds. This time holding it, squeeze the glutes, hold here for 2 breaths, pushing down into the floor strong, fingertips strong, palms, final breath. And exhale back into your tabletop, very good. We're gonna continue on with some spinal waves, so tuck the toes, lift the hips to the sky in your downward facing dog, taking a full breath as you walk your dog. 1 step at a time. Very good. On your next inhale, I want you to roll the hips and the shoulders forward, coming onto the tippy toes. High plank, and as you exhale, bend the knees, lift the hips all the way up. Inhale, rolling forward, shoulders first, hips after. Exhale, bend the knees, hips are rising strong. Creating these waves as you flow with the breath. 3 more rounds of your spinal waves, moving with your prana. Beautiful. Stay here in your downward facing dog for 2 full breaths. And exhaling those knees back into the floor. This time you're going to sink down the sitting bones into the heels. But before that, make sure that your big toes are touching. So you're creating like a diamond shape here with the feet. Sitting down your sitting bones on to the heels. And you can move the knees a bit out to the sides of the mat. We're going to do a few rounds of our circle of joy. Place the palms at heart center. And now we're going to just try and notice the spine all the way from the sacrum to that final vertebrae. Feeling the crown of the head being soft and gentle here on top. You're going to take a deep inhale as you interlace the palms. Palms are facing the top of the mat, and exhale, tucking the tailbone strongly under, pushing away the palms, curling into the upper vertebrae. Inhale, tilt the pelvis, push the chest forward, reaching the hands above the head. And exhale, push the palms behind you, down the sides. Inhale, bringing those palms back to center, interlace the palms. Exhale, pushing them out in front of you, curling into the upper back. Inhale above the head, tilt the pelvis all the way. And exhale, palms behind you, keeping your chest open wide. And exhale back, palms at heart center. We're going to try and create our flow now, moving with the breath through these steps, taking your time. So palms at heart center, 1 full breath. Tuck the tailbone under. Tilt that pelvis. Exhale down. Two more rounds. Releasing. Tucking it all the way under. Opening up to the sky. Letting go with the exhale. And letting go. Releasing down the palms into the floor. Feeling how the crown of the head is flowing, drawing a few circles with the head. Palms are hovering here on the floor. 2 breaths. And letting go. Place the palms here into the floor. To finish off, I want you to tap the toes into the floor to release the feet. And one by one you can roll with the feet, with the ankles, letting go of the tension. And just windshield out the hips to the side. Very good. Now we're done. I really thank you guys for coming back to my channel and joining me on this little sequence for spine. I hope that you are feeling renewed and feeling that spine, how it worked and how much it can do when you give it time. And thank yourself for spending time on you, on your health, on your mental health. I hope to see you again in my next video. Bye!